So, Granny, where are we going? We're going to head over to Westport today. I should be outdoor dashing, but I need to get some footage for YouTube. I need to balance my work, which I know is a hard thing to do. And I'm going to do that by waking up early, but we're going to spend some time today driving. So we're going to go to Westport. That is the plan. And I need to stop and get some windshield cleaner along the way. So we'll do that. I saw a public fishing place on my way out there yesterday. I had to do a DoorDash way out in Westport, which was just crazy. Lately, every so often they send me to Ocean Shores, but yesterday they sent me all the way out to Westport. Yeah, it's a long drive for the amount of money, but I have a don't say no policy, and I think it makes a huge difference on the amount of orders I get, because I'll get all these silly little orders and then I'll get a really super good one, which balances off the other ones. But let's take you out for a ride to Westport. Let's stop at the public fishing place if I can find it again. And let's get some metal detecting done. I have my, I'm pretty sure I brought it. I hope I did. Yes, I have my block, so I have extra power if I need extra power. I don't think we're gonna be door dashing today. Probably should be, but we are gonna go do this instead. The car is full of gas, so that's good. Phone bills due today. Kids are getting money for that. They all have to contribute, in that they've had some stuff too this last couple months, so they're a bit behind. We got to remember what's important and keep moving. So we'll get all that taken care of. The car will have to go in on either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday this next week, and we're going to do the oil change. We're holding off on the 120,000 mile stuff. We'll do it on not this oil change, but the next oil change. Because I went and bought that car unexpectedly. I wasn't planning on buying a car the day that I bought that car. So, you know, that messes up the money a bit. But we are doing okay, and we will keep doing okay. And in another year, everything will be different. We'll stop at 7-Eleven and see if they have any windshield wiper fluid. We'll stop at this first one, and if not, there's another one along the way. I drank way too much coffee to be doing this drive. Grandma already has to go pee, and I already went pee twice before I left. So this is going to be interesting. We'll find places along the way, don't worry. You guys will recognize a lot of this places. It's a beautiful sunshiny day. It's probably a little bit too warm. We did bring our aqua socks in case we get a chance to actually walk around in the water. I feel like you guys are in an okay location right now, so let's try and keep you that way. I have you back from the front, so you're kind of in the shade. Hopefully that'll keep the phone happy. And off we go. So I have found it harder. My channel's still growing well, and the views keep going up and up and up, which is amazing. Subscribers keep going up too, not at the same rate as they were, but they're still going up. And putting in less shorts and less those kind of things, it does affect the channel, excuse me, as I burp all over you. I also made sure I ate something before I left, trying to stay eating good. I need to lose all that weight so I can get that surgery done. We're on a check every 3 months. I think I'll be losing my insurance in next April, so I need to make sure that I get the surgery before then, or we just decide not to do it altogether. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to decide yet. Welcome. Thank you for going with me on this drive. I appreciate you being my co-pilot. You guys all know this road. This is the one that's like 8 and 12 and 101 and all those different roads, and you don't even know you're changing highways, but it keeps changing names. Police are always on this road, so always do the speed limit. Make sure you do that through the construction too, because they set up one of those unforgiving cameras through construction. And you know how those unforgiving cameras go, right? They say construction speed is 50 and you do 51, you get a ticket. It gets mailed to your house. Lucky you. So, yeah, just do the speed limit. But I thought this drive was pretty cool yesterday. I know we've been probably out there before. We've been to Westport before, but it's been a long time. I know they have that funny beach thing. Glass Beach or something like that. We've never been there. It's on the way out there. We drove into the parking for it, but then you're supposed to walk down to the water, and it's pretty dang muddy, I'm told. So I don't know. I know there's a bathroom there. That's kind of what's important. And then somewhere past there, yesterday, I saw this place that said public fishing access. So we want to go check that out. We always want to go check those places out. A lot of those kind of places are old homesteads, old pieces of homesteads. Not to say a house was actually there, but it's probably part of somebody's acres and it comes back to the state for some reason or another, or the state has an easement on it. There's all kinds of reasons that comes back to the state and its public access. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Just because you don't see something, a building actually there, doesn't mean that life wasn't happening there, especially out in this area. It can look like a plain field, and then you start metal detecting, and then you start finding railroad spikes and old-timey this and old-timey that, and it's really cool. So, you know, I'll swing anywhere out here. Shoot, even if I pulled over to the side of the road and swung, there'd be stuff. I don't think I'd get away with it, though. Not on this highway. I think our friends would tell us to not safe, get a move on. But look at this. They've been working on this area, and they planted all these wildflowers. About a month ago, this area was just incredible. See where it's getting brown in the middle now? All that was bright, vibrant colors of wildflowers. There's still some. Not as many as were there a month ago. The season's kind of ending for those. And I think they come up year after year after year. I noticed that once they put the flowers in, they didn't cut anymore. So I'm pretty sure at some point they'll run the big cutter over it. And I think they're all, will come back again next year. We'll see. I think it's beautiful. They came with a big truck of seed and sprayed. It was amazing watching them do it. I was driving through here when they were doing it. It was just wildflower seeds, which is really cool, which makes me kind of want to do that in mine, but I don't know. I need to keep cutting mine. I'm way behind. If all goes well today, maybe we can get some time in on the sorry, my brain is going black. Maybe we can get some time on in the yard today too. So we need to finish up. We have a video on here for that. We haven't finished up yet. Off we go. We might have to go find a potty beforehand because I just drank too much. Maybe we'll stop at Starbucks because we all know Starbucks has bathrooms. Nobody minds me using those, but we're going to drive into Aberdeen and go over the bridge and head out that way. I ended up on a road I never was on yesterday, and it kind of went up the side of the hill over by Aberdeen. It was kind of like a Aberdeen Cosmopolis. I always say that wrong. City wrong, but it was over by there, and it was a dicey road, man. Beautiful houses on that. Beautiful, beautiful houses. People with money were definitely on that road. And I got to a point where I went to gravel before I got to the house that I was delivering to. But I gotta tell you, man, any ice and I would not even touch that road. I don't know how the people do it. I would not go in and out at all. It was really slick. It was very slanty. It was very, very steep. This is the paved part of the road. Add a little moisture and a little ice and you're in trouble. And it was all very shaded with trees too, so the sun isn't going to burn off the ice easy. At least that's what I figured. Today we're rolling with a whole bunch of memory, so I got most of the stuff cleared off the phone. Oh. I was driving home yesterday and it was like 8:30 at night and just getting dark. And I was going by all the river access, public access places, and they was full of cars. And I look over in the river and there's tons of people, kids, families, all playing in the river. It was so cool. That's what we do here. We play in the river. Families do that. It's really fun. The rivers are super clean. We're gonna get down to the Aberdeen River here. Our river goes all the way through there, but the river that goes through Aberdeen, I don't know that I would swim in that so much. It's not that it's polluted or anything like that. It's had industry in it forever, so that could be a thing. but the ocean comes in and out there, so it smells funny. It smells brackish, but not. You know what I mean? You can smell the mud and the salt water and the years of stuff. But we did a video over by one of the public accesses there, and it was just filthy garbage everywhere. But there's a lot of drug use happening at that public access. The police try and keep on top of it, but it gets hard. We did that. But you know, years of industries. But up here where the rivers are, they're super clean. Because of course they're running out and they're running to those places. And when it floods, man, it really cleans out the rivers. But when you start getting to where the high tide and low tide hit the river, that's when you get stuff building up. And I don't know if I could even magnet fish there. I was looking at it to magnet fish, but I was looking at it at low tide, and it's so muddy, full of silt and stuff like that. Even using the biggest magnet, I don't know if it would get through it and pick up stuff, but you know, you never know until you try. I would just hate to be out there in the kayak and get the magnet stuck. It would suck. Big time suck. So we're going to stop at this first 7-Eleven here. I'm going to see if they have any of the wiper fluid. Again, it's time for the car's oil change. It hasn't hit 0 yet, but I'll call on Monday and get an appointment for Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday morning first thing. And whatever day we don't go, we'll be out doing other stuff at 6 a.m. So the new time schedule is Granny's alarm goes off at 5:55, and then I'm out. Yeah, I don't like your ankle over now. Wait, is that better? I think that's better. What's screwing with it, Kelly? We're over on this side. I don't like being in this side, but 7-Eleven's coming up, and I'm not running a map. I don't want it to catch up with me. And then I missed the turn. Done that often, Kelly? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I won't keep you on while I run, and I'll just give you a little stop and start and add to it. This place gets so packed with the holiday stuff on Fridays, Thursdays. It starts really Thursday and Friday, heading over to the oceans. Everybody who's coming from I-5, this is one of the main drags to the ocean. And then on Sunday and Monday, going the other direction, it gets full of people. The guy behind me is not going to like me kicking down to 55. I think we'll be okay for a minute. I don't want to miss 7-Eleven. Sorry, dude. If I knew where I was better. Every day I drive this into work. I work mostly in Aberdeen. They usually hit me a few places out by home, and then we get over into Aberdeen, and I sort of stay in that area unless they send me on a mega trip somewhere like they have been doing almost once a day, which is odd. I was door dashing yesterday. I don't usually door dash on Saturday because I usually have stuff. It was my first Saturday. It wasn't a great day. I did do over $100. The goal is in between $100 and $200 every day. But one of the guys was he stopped and talked to me, and he's also the top dasher like I am. And he says, "Are you a top dasher too? Are you a platinum dasher too?" And I said, "Well, yes." And actually, all day I ran yesterday. There just wasn't a lot of money. I had some really good orders, but I ran all day. And I said, "Yeah, I'm a platinum." He says, "You're like the 10th one today. Why is everybody dashing? Usually I do good on Saturday. I'm doing really bad." And I didn't want to tell him that, okay, so we're all platinums, but then I didn't want to tell him too that I'd been going all day. And by the way, Aberdeen and Hoquiam were vacant. There just were not people around. People were all at the river and stuff like that. There was like no traffic. So you know, right? Oh my gosh. So you know people are just busy doing other stuff. And I didn't want to tell him But I was doing okay considering that no one was in town. He was not happy. This isn't working for all platinum. So I was like, well, yep, probably not. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys? Okay, guys, we are set. Yep, let's go fill it up. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go down to the next step that we're going by that has a bathroom would be Starbucks. So we're gonna go hit up Starbucks and use the potty. Now, we can clean the windshield now. Yay. I don't have you quite where I want you yet. Maybe that's better. Oh, none of that. No music. It's okay, you go ahead. Come on, you go ahead. Yeah, I'll wait. I always wait for kids. Never want to run over the kids. He's gonna load up his stuff and his kids. So when he gets them, then I'll go. I hope you guys can hear me all right. Somebody was complaining. I hope my volume's up good enough so you guys can hear. Let them load up before we get going.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, they're all in the car, so I'm going to go without running over any kids. There's a major plus in life, right? Don't run over the kids at the 7-Eleven. Good job, Granny, you think? Yeah, I think. Now we need to keep track of time because I'm going to pace these guys together and then we're going to have another stop too at the 7-Eleven. Boom. Oh, she's coming in here. Please, thank you. Yeah, busy. The 7-Elevens are busy here. I can't believe people buy gas here. It is not the cheapest to buy gas. Yeah, so see how things look vacant right now? It's because people are getting ready to go out to fun stuff. We have to wait for all these cars to pass. There's a whole line of them now that I said something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to wait for 9 cars to pass, but there hasn't been anything for a bit. As soon as they are all gone, we'll go. There's no hurry. I don't like the hurry. Okay. And we're going to stop at Starbucks and use the restroom, but we're not going to buy anything. One of the advantages of door dashing is you learn everybody's secret codes to use the bathroom. Not that they would care. Starbucks usually is really good about that. Asked to use the bathroom and they're like, whatever, go ahead. But we don't want to buy any more coffee or anything more to drink. I've had too much already. I've noticed that my normal coffee in the morning is making me shaky. So I don't know. We have all that tea. I might just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys. Quit playing with it, Grandma. I know. Oh, that's why I'm hot. We have the heat on. Why do we have the heat on, you crazy lady? It's supposed to be very nice and warm today. Yay! I guess until I'm too hot. But like I did say, I did bring the aqua socks. I brought the water socks, so. And I'm in my pants that dry really quick and easy, that I can get wet. It doesn't matter. I have like my country jackets in the car, and it needs to be washed. So if I get, my pants all wet, I can just put down the country jacket, sit on that, and I head on home. There's this house that we just drove by. The address is out on the street. It's 4802. It always makes me think of the Linwood house, because that was the address on the Linwood house, was 4802. Let's see. Boom. Pretty day. Super pretty. I need to get some money ahead to get some healthy food. I'm running out of food at home. Gotta buy some food. It doesn't cost much to feed me because I eat really healthy. One ingredient food. Like if it wants a can of tomatoes, I don't put a can of tomatoes in. I go buy some tomatoes and I cut them up and throw them in. It's all good. It all tastes good. Been eating super healthy, feeling so much better. I can feel my weight going down. Oh, the car's yelling at me about an oil change. We know. I will call on Monday. I will call tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Of course, it'll be a different day when you see this. Boom. We'll process these out on a day. I'm not gonna do a live though. I mean a premiere. I'm just gonna process them out. I gotta work. See? State Patrol is always here, you guys. Do not speed on this road. No matter how tempting and boring this road is, do not speed on it. He's always somewhere. There's usually several of them. When you start hitting I-5, well, there's usually several of them on I-5 actually. Once you get out of the greater Seattle area, they're usually not in through Seattle, which is weird, or the fact that there's nowhere good to stop people. But once you get through Seattle, there's police all the way down and then all the way across here. State Patrol, you rock, my friends. Keeping us safe. I don't mind them at all. I think they're great. I think it's awesome. There's the naked lady latte stand. Of course we have a naked lady latte stand. Well, no, they're bikini. That is not a bikini, honey. A string and a few pasties is not a no. Oh no, Granny. No, it's not. It's the naked lady place. You can argue all you want. It's not a bikini barista. That is not a bikini. If you were in that on the beach, you would get ticketed and or arrested for indecent exposure. Therefore, it is not a bikini. Whatever. Would you do that, Granny? Well, I don't know. If I wasn't, when I was much younger, maybe. That was a way to make some good money, maybe. I don't know. I always had a serious boyfriend and or husband, so that was never an option. Never, ever, ever. I always spent my life dressing modestly. I was thinking about my wardrobe. I don't have anything even nice to wear anymore. I wear my cargo pants and my t-shirts, and I don't even have, if somebody died or got married, I'd have to try and figure out something. I guess I got a pair of nicer black pants. And I guess I could dig some okay shoes out of the mess somewhere. And I guess I have, a sweater that I could put over a plain, like, tanky shirt or something. But I really don't have anything nice to wear. somebody asked me out on a date, I would say, yeah, I can't do it. Can we go metal detecting or go exploring in the back? And can I wear my outside clothes? Because I don't have anything nice to wear. I have nothing nice. Maybe one outfit. Maybe. Don't know anymore. Okay, we're going to run in here for just a minute, maybe. Looks like there's nowhere to park. But let's just say this nicely. Grandma has to go potty. So Grandma is going to park and go potty. We'll give you this view. No, I'm going to turn you off while I'm in there. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold down the fort, man. Okay, got an interesting conversation with a lady in line for the restroom. Oh, sorry about that. She says to me, you know, this isn't a rest area, it's for customers only. This was a customer. I said, yeah, I know that. I said, I'm a gold card member with these guys. I spend thousands of dollars a year with these guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I says, that's not for us. I said, that's for the junkies who are gonna come in here and shoot up. It's not for us. You can stop at any Starbucks and use the bathroom. Oh my gosh. She was just like, wow. I was like, thank you, bathroom police. Oh my God, people are funny. People are so funny. Because I walked in the second door and I walked straight over to the bathrooms. Conversation started off, you know you need a code for this. I says, I know the code. It's in the shape of an L. I'm good. She's just like, oh my God. Oh, you guys, it's funny. People are funny. Super funny. See, she wants to turn this way. I'm too close. I got out of the way. Hold on. We're all moving. Boom. Hey, you guys, we're turning, getting the second lane. There's the turn lane. Yeah, bathroom police. I ran into the bathroom police. Not an employee. I'm going to say that again. Absolutely not an employee. Oh my gosh. You know. And I don't even look scary today. I don't even know what that was about. There was the line though. This is not a rest area. Oh my gosh, honey. I am a rule keeper too. I'm really good at being rule keeper, but I'm a reasonable rule keeper. Oh, I would never tell somebody in line that. In fact, if you got in line behind me, I'd make sure you had the code. Oh my. And no, this is for customers only. I know the employees here. She wasn't one of the employees. She wasn't dressed in a normal Starbucks. Like, she's just definitely a... She lives here. She don't... Oh my gosh, you guys, how funny. Okay, up we go. People are funny creatures. I suppose there's plenty of people out there who think I'm funny and weird too, so it's okay. We're gonna stop here for a second. I'm gonna adjust you again because I'm still not happy with you. I think the way this is set and the weight of it keeps coming off. I might not have the stand tight enough. I think we're okay now. I think that's okay. Okay, I'm not gonna play with you anymore unless you fall. Don't fall. We only have a little bit more time, then we'll do a restart and I'll put all these guys together. We had lots of stops. Boom, let's go. Oh, chest is heavy still. Took my medicine. I've been taking my medicine, guys. Doing good. I've been behaving myself. Taking all the medicines that I'm supposed to. I've been eating good. I've been doing right. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I said I wasn't going to mess with you, but I am. Okay, now I'm not going to mess with you anymore. Don't touch it, Kelly. All right. At some point, I can put on the air conditioner. Wake up! Okay, here we go over the big bridge. This bridge is 30 miles an hour. Everybody likes to go super fast on it. I don't know why. It gets really windy up here. Like crazy windy. It's kind of funny. But over to our left here, on the side we just left, is the Riverside Park, just on the other side of the Walmart and stuff. And then over to the right is that public access that has the old bridge that used to be there. It has the foundations for the old bridge that was so dirty, that's still so dirty, that all the druggies go there. I mean, not just druggies, I don't want to say that, but there's so many people there doing drugs. The first time I went there, it was just like, oh my gosh, really? Gotta slow down, speed limits 30. But everybody else is not 35 yet, it's 30. So let's do this big one. We're gonna have to stop at this other 7-Eleven because I got windshield stuff. Oh, we're done with the bridge. Let's do a stop and a start. Okay, stop.